maximum mouthage.
Season 2. Those fucking knife ears.
Hello, folks. We couldn't have timed that perfectly even if we tried. Hello, folks. Mayesboy 91 here alongside Goal Sign Suitcase and Menaki.
It's another random episode. We're back on the... Well, I'm on the casting couch today. I'm about ready to...
Bro, you're stretched out on the casting couch.
Oh, I'm comfy.
I don't even want to know why you're on the casting couch.
Is this finally going to be the episode where I fall asleep on the podcast?
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it.
Stay tuned.
I'm actually pretty fucking tired. It's been a rough week, guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, you ain't wrong.
Yes, like Suitcase said, this is going to be just a random podcast of just random shit that we've wanted to talk about, I guess, or wanted to talk about.
Because we had absolutely nothing planned. He's a screecher today.
Seriously.
You are going to hear the most autistic sounds come out of my mouth.
He was fine upstairs. We get down here, and it just sets in.
I'm on the
He's
couch.
like maximum autism.
Season 3. I was actually talking to him before you came over, Menaki, that like one of us should do the bumper for season 3. And I was just like, whoop-de-dee, it's season 3.
There you go. Did he tell you the structure thought I had for going forward for a little bit?
Structure?
Kinda.
We have structure?
A little bit. Mostly in terms of episode structure and not actual content of the episode structure.
Okay.
So we have the couple series planned for Pokemon and then wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
And then whatever, I don't know if we're going to still do the one we did last week considering YouTube bots. But
Hard telling. I mean, as long as they...
mind you, this is when we thought we were good with it. But we were going to do...
They said the video was okay after I repealed it, so...
Yeah. So we were
Probably
going to
just
do...
Yeah.
Beginning of season 3, whatever, we'll jump to our Pokemon Hoenn discussion, Gen 3.
Yeah.
Then mid-season, quote-unquote, we'll do what we did last week with the Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
So just completely random. Then end of the season, which probably might start this season, might start next. Don't know. I ain't going to put words in your mouth for it. We'll start our wrestling series.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to him about,
Just
too. That
boom,
we just do it
boom,
then.
boom, until we're... Because the wrestling is going to be a multiple-parter.
Yeah.
I
And
was
then we'll
honestly
bump-
thinking with the wrestling one, that's definitely like a season finale.
Yeah. And
That's
then we
probably going to be like a 2 or 3 parter.
Oh, yeah. And then we do the same thing with D&D. Once we're done with the one, whichever season ends first, wrestling or Pokemon, we put our D&D series into it.
Right.
Like, bring in the DMs for the discussion, the other players and all that.
Yeah.
Just something.
I really think we still need to plan on an episode where we all play in D&D character.
Yeah.
Because
I'm down.
we have somebody
Well,
as like a...
that could be like one of like... Because we did the couple improv episodes. Could be just that.
Yeah, just like improv as D&D
Not
character.
necessarily do Cards Against Humanity.
Honestly,
kind of
if
thing,
we're
but
going to
just
improv
straight improv like that.
D&D characters, I want to do my bard. I want to be Dinar.
Okay.
And we don't have to have like combat or anything. It could be just like a really silly talk show where it's just 5 D&D characters sitting around with like a mediator who's the quote unquote DM. Be like, what do you
That's
guys
me.
think about? What do you guys think about this? Just
I could see that.
this shit's bullshit. I don't like.
What do you think about the economy of the elves and the dwarves?
Those fucking knife ears.
I don't really care. As long as they give me money when I play my instrument, I'm fine.
Why you sound like such a little fucking twink?
I will shove my sword between your face.
I will take that little round anal bead on your belt and shove it so far up your ass you'll be gleaming out your mouth.
You would probably enjoy that.
I would. Very much so.
Sexually, I don't mean...
Oh, no. I'd
violence-wise.
enjoy it for the violence.
I don't know. I don't even know what kind of
And
voice...
there-
I don't even know what kind of voice Dinar would have.
I mean, it's a bard. Bards can have any kind of voices.
yeah.
I mean, look at Barry White. And then look at...
Like, when I played Dinar, I just kind of had my own
It was just
voice,
you.
really.
So that was me with mine. Just 'cause it was me. We hadn't
But
had
if I was going to do like Almuk, he would
Figured
have
out.
to have a more burly kind of rugged
Arnold
kind of
Schwarzenegger?
voice. No.
mixed with Hulk Hogan somehow.
Yeah.
Brother.
But
Brother.
I think that would be a good idea.
I
I
think
would
it'd be
be
funny.
down for the
Yeah.
D&D podcast like that.
The worst part
That
is
could be
the
like
worst
the
part
first
is
episode before we start the actual series up.
the worst part is a lot of the D&D characters I've played were female. I don't have a lot of choices. I could bring in the funny joke. I could bring the funny joke character in.
I got 3, but we figured out I can't hold the Irish accent very much. And or Scottish, because that's my other Dragonborn. And I don't necessarily have a voice for my paladin.
Pee on the floor.
No, I picked the scab off my leg and it's bleeding.
Nice
Oh,
going.
terrible. Good going, Genghis.
Like to the point where it's on the floor.
Mommy, my fart's on the floor.
Mommy, my scab's on the floor. Pick it up.
Hey, I picked the scab off and I flicked it over towards you. Can I have it back?
I like eating them.
I don't know what's worse, a scab or a booger.
Oh, that was a gurgler.
I hope that picked up.
I don't think it did.
I hope so.
Now I just got.
We'll find out in playback.
So, one of the subjects that we started talking about upstairs, was the Minecraft movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if you don't know, the trailer for the live-action Minecraft movie dropped.
Best part of that whole trailer was the sheep.
Yeah.
That sheep was
Fucking
hilarious.
derpy ass sheep.
No, it was
Fuck
the,
is that?
it was the llama.
Oh, the llama was
No,
incredible.
it was the llama.
The llama was funny.
So, my opinion on that, it looks like one of those movies that's going to be terrible, but it might actually turn out to be really good.
Yeah.
But I hate the fact that they literally just got Jack Black, put a blue shirt on him. You're Steve. They did nothing else.
You know what I wish they would have done? I don't know if either of you have read it or listened to the audiobook. I wish they would have just done Minecraft the Island. Because that audiobook is literally
Bro,
just
I see that.
Jack Black. Jack Black did the audiobook for Minecraft the Island. And like you may think like, oh, it's a Minecraft book. It was written by the guy who wrote World War Z.
Bro,
Shit.
Yeah, it was a really good book. I listened to it, and basically, it's like a one man show of like learning how to survive, and he's basically like talking to himself and animals and stuff, and it's like somebody who like got isekai'd into the fucking Minecraft world, and he's like trying to learn how to like survive, and it's a really good audiobook.
I'm going to have to listen to that then. That sounds cool.
And it's more of like Jack Black takes kind of like more of a serious feeling role. Like there's a little bit of comedy in it, but like, you know, it's really good.
I think it'd be an interesting movie. I would go watch it.
I think regardless, it'll be, even if it's a complete flop. See, I'm going to make an opinion here after hearing the Borderlands fiasco.
God.
I think
that movie has done terrible
Borderlands
already.
was trying to be a good movie, and it was just not.
And then
great.
you put Jamie Lee Curtis in the role of somebody who's supposed to be a whole lot younger than she is.
Yeah, well, that and Kevin Hart. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Kevin Hart, but you don't put a funny guy like Kevin Hart into a movie.
He's supposed to be the big black dude from Borderlands.
But
you put Kevin Hart in there.
But the thing is like, if you put a man like Kevin Hart in there, at least kind of shift the way the character could be to let him be funny. They put Kevin Hart in a movie and had him just be dead serious the entire movie. Which you just
That
don't
doesn't
do.
sound right.
You don't do that.
You know who you could
Kevin
put
Hart's
in there?
not always serious.
You could have put The Rock in there and have been perfectly fine.
I could have seen that, yeah.
Or Idris Elba.
You know, and that's the thing, though.
or Terry Crews.
Looking at the trailer, it's like, oh, this movie's going to be awesome.
These are
and
great.
then
And then it just flopped.
that sucks.
And then it's a trash movie.
I didn't even see it.
like,
I
you
wanted to
think
go
the-
see it, but when people were like, "Yeah, this movie is nothing," if you're a Borderlands fan, stay away from it.
Like, the cast, all-star cast. Nothing wrong with them in any part. The problem is the only role they got right was Jack Black as Claptrap. But Claptrap is not enough to save your movie.
Even that's mildly debatable. I like Jack Black, but like, I don't know. You could have done someone else for Claptrap too, and it could have been a better situation. But Jack Black,
You know who I think could have pulled off a really great Claptrap? Robin Williams.
Trap.
That too. Hey, listen, he's a mistake.
You could use one of those.
You're right. Robin Williams. If you let him run like Genie.
Oh,
That'd be
Robin Williams would have been
different.
fantastic.
If you let him run like you let him run with Genie.
Yeah.
Claptrap would have been great.
I could see that.
Man, I could see that. But see, the thing is, whereas Borderlands was made to be like, oh, look at serious movie, guns, shooting, violence. Minecraft is a movie that, like, it could purposefully look bad just for the comedic factor. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, and I'm going to say it, and, people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't talk like that. At the end of the day, it's going to be a movie for kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
But...
I think
am I still going to go see it because it's going to be a fucking train wreck? Yes.
I think it's going to be one of those movies, too, that's going to be self-aware. Because if they had the sheep look all derpy and shit like they do for the skin in the
they
actual
gotta
game.
know this thing looks retarded.
Oh, exactly.
Like, just straight, it looks retarded. Like, you gotta know how bad this looks. They know.
Yeah.
They know.
It's just a skin pack.
I will say,
And you got
say,
Jason
though,
Momoa in a blonde wig.
Yeah, I don't know why they put Jason Momoa.
This movie looks dumb, and they know it.
I don't know why they pulled Jason Momoa off the door of the Explorer set, but like,
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I know.
that being said, I would totally watch a Dora the Explorer movie with Jason Momoa as
I
Dora.
mean, they did make one.
cool.
Not with Jason Momoa, but they did make
I heard
one.
that movie was actually really good, and I've never seen it.
I haven't
Really?
either. They
Yeah,
made
it was
her
apparently really
They made
good.
her a little bit older.
It was like slightly grittier. It was like something about her parents being like kidnapped, and she was gonna go find
It's almost
them.
like they took the Arnold Jungle movie and made it Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
I can see Jason Momoa as Dora. He doesn't even try to sound like her.
Swiper, no swipe.
Yeah, he's just like,
That's why he's just...
He peeks out of the bush. Swiper goes, oh shit! I ain't gonna steal shit. I'm gonna run.
no. He's like, Swiper, no swiping. Swiper.
I'm not gonna swipe anything.
He
I
fucking
just
grabs
shit
him and starts
myself.
beating the living shit out of him. And you see like just like a cloud, like a cartoon cloud. You see teeth and blood. And Swiper's like, it's like all like torn up and destroyed. I'm sorry, man. It's like, don't you ever do that again. Boots is like, shits himself.
And then throws it.
And then Benny the Bull shows up. I think I just peed a little.
Which way should we go?
That way!
We need to talk to the map.
Turtle Rock or Crocodile River. I'll punch both of them.
And you know what? I know another dead actor. Unfortunately, it would have been a hilarious idea for the map. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Hey, Dora! You have to go to the west! I'm coming.
Can you fold me up the right way this time? You did it last time, and it was kind of a bitch roll.
I'm
You
nearly
just like
suffocated.
he just crumbles him up.
You'd get asked to leave the blunt rotation for that.
I could see them doing a parody of that.
I pulled it off. I put it back on.
No,
I'm making funny noises the entire podcast, and nobody can fucking stop me.
you're
I
I
can't
don't
wait
want him to get up.
to push a fart just a little too hard while I'm on this couch and leave a fucking art piece on the back of it.
And then go, uh-oh.
I pooped a little.
Still
again.
more solid than Menakai's.
Yep. Yep.
Ah, shit.
I regret going every time now. Every time.
So
Yeah, we went there.
now, obviously, Menaki, I got you addicted to TikTok.
Yep.
Do you watch TikTok much?
Rarely.
So you're probably not as hardcore into watching it as we are.
No, I'm on iFunny. I'm on the fucking retard app.
So, what really gets me is why do these girls think that in order to be popular, they have to have an OnlyFans?
I don't know.
Because literally, almost every single girl I see on TikTok has an OnlyFans. Every single one of them. Besides, like, 2 that I know of. Well, 3, actually.
Can't get away with showing that side on TikTok, so they'll be like, hey, guess what? You can have this side. That
Well,
makes,
the other thing
that
is,
makes them more money.
The other thing is, and honestly, you could say this for a lot of creators in general. It's honestly like not safe for work aside. It's kind of just like Patreon.
Wah, wah. He's like, Suitcase like, all right.
It is like Patreon, but you get to see their assets.
Oh, no, it's a little rigid.
No, it's literally
I mean, it's just
get
Patreon.
money, a little bit.
I think
money.
it's just got that stigma of like sex work. So like a lot of people hear OnlyFans and they think, oh, boobies and vagina, and it's like
Vagina. Mommy, what's a vagina?
send bubs and vagina.
And mom's like,
Send
how do
bumps
you
in
spell that? And Little Billy writes it down. No!
Yeah. No, but
It's literally
I'm gonna start selling feet pics on OnlyFans.
99% of the time it's money.
yeah, and that's yeah, it's just all money.
And it's like, hey, I got this for $45, and you see nothing.
That's kind
I've
of
seen heard
so.
the stories that you just see nothing.
Out of
But
curiosity,
they've got you $45.
yeah, like out of curiosity, I've subscribed to a girl. It was like $6 for a month. I was like, just to see what the fuss is about.
Okay.
There was a fucking video on there. It was a 20-minute video for $45. I was like,
Yeah.
hell
And
no.
half of it from the story that where they do
You better
nothing.
be saying my name in that shit if I'm paying $45.
Fucking seriously.
I better
Like,
see the face of God in that video for $45.
Spread your legs
Dude,
and see the face of God.
I don't know how. I don't
And
know
then all of a
where,
sudden-
but I better see the face of God.
It'll be like
all of a
that
sudden it's
scene
like,
in the Sponge.
hello.
It'll be like that scene in SpongeBob where Keanu Reeves comes out of the burning bush. It'll just be Keanu Reeves, just like in the bush.
Out of the vagina.
Hi,
he
how are you
rejected-
doing? You're breathtaking.
He rejected 2 offers from Marvel to do that.
Which is hilarious, honestly.
He's like, no.
I can't
SpongeBob,
wait.
I'm in.
I'm sorry, but it's like I'm not spending $45.
I can't wait for Keanu Reeves' Shadow the Hedgehog. It's gonna be fucking great.
Bro,
that.
the
I'm
trailer
fucking
was
pumped.
wild.
I can't wait for
Look,
Sonic 3.
look. Originally, the first movie looked like it was gonna be ass. People made a complaint. They changed it.
We
became a
bullied
hit.
Paramount for that.
Oh, we bullied the shit out of Paramount.
They got destroyed.
Second movie came out. Fantastic.
Love that movie.
I swear to God, if the third
give
movie
it a
comes
little-
out, I mean, we're going to watch a child get shot. It's going to be incredible. Also, if they don't make Rouge the Bat's tits the size of her head, they've done the people wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
And if there ain't a little bit of tension between her and Knuckles, I'm walking out of the theater.
Seriously.
Look, the knuckles they've made in this movie series seems kind of like how Sonic was in the
He's
first movie.
hilarious.
A naive child whose purpose was the fight. So he's just like, I do not know what ice
They have
cream is.
sprinkles.
Yes, I've heard they have sprinkles.
Oh, my victory chariot awaits. Plop. I don't care.
I'm pumped for that fucking movie.
You
though.
got Deadshot to play Knuckles from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, on top of that, now you have both Dr. Eggman and Sonic working together, which they didn't have that in the games when Shadow came around. It was still Eggman and Shadow working together. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to do what the games did. Dr. Eggman wakens him up because it's the ultimate weapon or whatever and finds
Yeah.
out the fucking hedgehog. You know? But I'm definitely
I just
curious to see how they
can't
do it.
wait to watch Maria get shot down because you know it's going to happen.
That
You know
was
what
a
I mean?
very random
Yeah.
conversation going
Like,
from OnlyFans to
to
Sonic 3
Shadow.
and Keanu Reeves.
Hell
And if you think about it, so we're excited for Shadow.
yeah.
And then there's the character you don't think you're going to get that excited for in a movie. People lost their mind when they saw Yoshi's egg in Mario.
Oh yeah, I was
that's
losing
true.
my shit.
Like, Yoshi's cool. You have your gripes about him. I know. But I've never seen so many people get so excited for Yoshi before.
Yeah, I love Yoshi.
And then the egg showed up, and people, I was one of them, lost me. I'm like, Yoshi! Yoshi!
Oh, yeah. Well, like, okay. Besides Mario Party,
That's hilarious.
I love Yoshi.
yeah.
But whenever it was me, him, and A-Ryle, we would play Yoshi to always be the fourth player, and he would always win.
Well, yeah, Yoshi knows how to evade taxes.
He doesn't always just win.
He
When
beats
he-
the shit out of us.
When he gets a chance to do something to anybody,
Oh, he'd do-
whether
yeah.
it be random or not, Maze is the target. Every single time.
I mean, he's not even kidding. That's
Be
why he's
it-
like, fucking son of a bitch, asshole.
Be it coins, or be it a star, or be it swap places so he can get closer to the star. He is always the target. I've never been screwed over by Yoshi.
Incredible.
I'm just mad
You all
because
know that
Yoshi's
Yoshi
winning.
evades his taxes, right?
Yeah. Like, I've never, I get mad because Yoshi wins because we just got beat by the computer, but I've never been screwed over by Yoshi.
Fucking bastard.
He will curse that dinosaur out. Like, I feel bad for him sometimes. Yoshi, not you. It's hilarious when it happens to you.
Eat my ass.
But then it's one of those things, like, I've never seen people excited for Yoshi like they were when his egg popped up.
Yeah.
Like, Shadow, Yoshi, all showing up in movies, coming around at the same time.
Yep.
Can't wait till we get Daisy in the second movie and
Kinda
everybody
wild.
just goes ape shit.
Between the Sonic movie and the Super Mario movie, there was more self-aware humor in the Sonic movie.
Oh, yeah.
But then in Mario, everything was just perfect.
Well, because it was just a straightforward movie. There was no,
It was
like, political
very-
things. There was no, like, current event sort of things. It was just... It's Mario. What else can you say? There's no other way to describe it. It's just,
another one of
woohoo,
those
look at me
movies.
jump. Look at me be Italian. Woohoo.
Yeah.
It's another one of those movies, kind of like how Borderlands is now after you've seen it. But when they announced the cast for Mario, everyone's like, bro, seriously?
Yeah, Chris Pratt as Mario was not what I was expecting
Jack
at first.
Black as Bowser? I ain't thinking that.
The Jack
Seth
Black Bowser
Rogen
was-
as Donkey Kong? I ain't thinking that. But then you see the movie and I'm like,
I'm so glad we
that
got...
movie was phenomenal.
I'm so glad we got 2 Seth Rogen laughs out of Donkey Kong. That made my fucking day.
And Keegan-Michael Key, a.k.a. Coach Hines, is Toad.
That was the
That
weirdest...
worked.
Yeah. Somehow that worked. I don't know how, but...
But, like, it's one of those things, like, you don't expect this movie to be great just because you look at the cast and look at who they're about to play.
Yeah, and the funny thing
And you're
is...
just like, eh.
number 2 animated movie of all time.
And he's just like, do I really want to? And then he sits there and watches, like, that was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Dude, I was smiling through that entire movie.
Phenomenal movie.
It just brought me back to playing
Just
Mario 3 for the first time.
References Luigi's Mansion in the beginning. Rainbow Road is the secret route.
And knowing that,
Just
like...
the whole thing of Donkey Kong Country being, or like Donkey Kong being his arena.
Yeah. Knowing that, like, that was one of Charles Martinet's last voice moments of actually, like, voicing,
Yep.
using the Mario voice. Man, I miss Charles Martinet already. It's only been one game, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's going to suck when he passes away, though.
Oh, yeah. That man is literally an ambassador for gaming.
Menaki, would you like to hear about our drinking episode that we had?
I'm all ears, buddy.
You want me to start?
Yes, just
or-
for the record.
Go ahead.
That Sunday night after last week's podcast, Mr. Suitcase and Mr. May Sanity went and got drunk.
Yes.
Very drunk with 2 of my friends.
I didn't because I don't drink like that or at all. Really.
So,
Personal choice.
just a disclaimer. I don't drink. This was more of a self thing, I guess, like a self experiment.
Yeah.
Because-
ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't gonna judge you for it until I hear these stories.
Yeah,
Then I'm
well,
gonna judge you.
in my 32 years of living, I never got drunk. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna drink and see what happens, I guess.
Well, it was really funny because the way that you, it was so subtle. We were at the liquor store, and I'm like looking through booze, and he looks over at me and he goes, "Hey, I got a question." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "If I wanted to get drunk tomorrow, what should I do?" And I was like, "Well, just find something you think you'd like and just go for it." And he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got Monday off and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's good to get drunk then. That way I'm on the off chance. Then I looked over at him. I'm like, you trying to tell me you want to come over and drink? He goes, maybe. I was like, okay, let me ask the boys. Texted my friends because it was them that were planning the night.
Yep.
I was like, hey, you mind if I bring someone else over? They were like, yeah, sure. Afterwards, by the way, I told Lauk, oh, you know who I mean. I was like, yeah, it's Maze coming over. He goes, shit, you should have just told me it was him. We wouldn't have said anything. He's awesome. And so, yeah, we got everything settled, and it started pretty quick.
Yeah.
We walked into the house, and by the time,
You walked in the house, he was already drunk.
10 minutes, we were already, no, freaking Brucey immediately started with the vodka Red Bull within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. And
Yikes.
didn't we start cracking into that blackberry rum?
The black cherry
Or the
rum.
black
dude.
cherry rum, whatever.
We had to preface how much we drank that night. Keep in mind there were 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Brucey probably popped out halfway through the night, but the 4 of us took down basically a 2-liter of black cherry rum over the course of the night, on top of everything else that we drank.
Yes.
It was a good night. This motherfucker drank like a liter of water too.
Yeah.
He was hydrated. This band was completely.
Well, that was one of the things my friend told me. He's like, make sure you're drinking water so you don't die.
You want to know the saddest thing?
Yep, it was the one at work with the beard, because he found out that this one was drinking night after. He's like, listen.
Oh, he's not the one that told me that.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I thought he did too.
Your landlord told me that.
Did he?
Yes.
Was I there?
No.
Okay, I was like,
Because I
remember,
stopped. I think it was like
the other
before a gig or something, and I was talking to him about it. He said, "Yeah, make sure you drink water."
Because I know that the other guy did too.
Did
When
he?
he found out, yeah. When he found out, because I told him,
don't
like, well, no, he caught wind of it because you and I were having the conversations that Saturday before because you stopped up at the store. And he caught wind of it. He's like, make sure you drink water. So I think they both told you. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm wrong,
It
I'm
was
wrong.
it was
whatever.
all in all a good night. We had some like sad boy moments, but like a lot of that came from the
Hey.
music.
Tell me the sad boy moment that you told me upstairs.
Oh,
Oh, the Arthur.
so yeah, his friend decided to play. For those of the people listening who play Red Dead 2, decided to play
I'm
the song.
replaying it right now because I can't stay away.
Yeah, of when Arthur died in the game. And
Spoiler, listen, if you played Red Dead and you ain't got that far, come on now.
it's been out long enough.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Come on now.
But seriously, I was sitting there like crying, and Suitcase over here is like, dude, is there anything you want to get off your chest? Like, oh no, I'm fine. Just this motherfucker's like making me relive Arthur dying. You son of a bitch. And then his friend was like, I think Arthur was an inspiration to all of us. Like, you're damn fucking
Right,
right.
he was. Listen,
I love when the Joji started playing and we all were singing and you were just standing there staring at us. And eventually I walked over with my Spotify open, handed him the phone with the lyrics playing, and he was just like there on the side, just like, we're like belting it out. And he's there just kind of like whispering it.
No, but
turns
so,
out when you're drunk, you ain't a singer. when
hold
you're
on a second.
sober.
Well, let me. I'm gonna get to that. So his friends, I told you that they want to be part of the wrestling podcast.
Yep, which I'm
And
for.
they started playing wrestlers' theme songs. They were playing.
Oh, yeah.
They were playing Randy Orton's theme song,
Old one or new one?
new one.
Okay.
And
Well, that's still old one. He's had that long enough.
yeah, but oh no, I belted that shit out.
Good.
Yeah, he was popping
Like
off.
even the part was like, "Talk to me," the fucking screamo part.
Even I started singing to it. I didn't know. I was just like, I pulled up the lyrics and started
Yeah,
singing
we were
to it.
fucking singing wrestlers' theme songs. He was saying what his favorite wrestlers are. Both of them. It's like, yep, I want these guys in the
You're on
podcast.
that
Yeah.
podcast now.
I would feel bad if they weren't.
Well, in advance, welcome aboard. Happy to have you.
Also, we were drunk playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, God.
We were talking about the podcast, and Brucey went, "Wait, where is that?" He's like, we told him, he's like, "I bet I need more stuff to listen to."
Hey. Welcome
So,
aboard.
Brucey, if you're listening to this in
Welcome
like a
aboard
week,
in that aspect, too.
He wants to make love to your sexy body.
to be fair, that man is pretty good looking.
I got nothing.
Chris is like, oh,
Even
fuck.
without beer goggles.
Oh, well.
Menaki is just like, what the fuck?
No,
Y'all
but
were drunk. I ain't judging.
Also, one of the major
That's a lie.
things. One of the major things we were snacking on all night was garlic bread.
Oh yeah, while drunk off my ass, I made 2 full boxes of garlic bread.
Hey.
Which
do what
was
you gotta
probably
do.
a good thing to soak up the alcohol.
Yeah,
No,
probably why I wasn't hungover.
what?
Hungover.
Oh, no, but one of the games that we played, we basically did like a Smash Bros. Tournament, but we simulate, like,
Like a bunch of bots.
yeah, I did a bunch of bots. And basically the ones that we picked to win, if they lost, we took a drink.
Hey.
So I had to go make another one, went in the kitchen and made another one. So
Yeah, you had a good time. It was good for your first time, like chilling and having a big drink.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, I wasn't so sloshed to where I have to like look at the ground to navigate.
Yeah.
Like fluffy drunk. But I was to the point, I've told you about this and I already mentioned it to you, I think. I had to lean up against the counter.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
I'm good. It's like, you good, Mace? Yeah, as long as I'm leaning up against the counter, I'm good. But I had to sit down after a while because, like, if I, like, did this to my head, I would, like, be spinning.
Well, that happens to most people.
And we
anyway,
did what
especially
all
if you're
drunk heroes do when they're near the kitchen door outside of the house. We pissed outside like 20 times.
Yes. I'm actually surprised I didn't give it to Pete in the middle of the night. Which normally with, like, caffeine and shit, I get up every...
down enough.
Maybe. But
Liquor tends to do that. You drink enough, and when you get laid down, you are asleep. I vaguely remember you opening the door to my bedroom just to go, hey, I'm heading out. And I'm just like, I was laying there. I don't think I even took the blanket off my face. I heard the door open. I just heard, I'm heading out, and just like shot up. I think the blanket was still on my hand too. I was just like this. He just left.
No, but I was so far gone. So the guys had a Spotify playlist, and you can keep adding songs to it to play.
Yep.
The song I was trying to think of was my favorite Post Malone song, and I couldn't remember what it was called. So I'm trying to think in my head what the lyrics are, and I can't think. So if I tried playing a gig drunk, I would probably forget lyrics.
That'd be incredible.
It would be like trying to play Mrs. Valentine, and Scott's like, bro. And he's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to play. You start playing.
Josh,
like,
you're not even in the right key.
no,
It's like,
somehow you start playing like Through the Fire and the Flames. And he's just,
Holy shit, we need to get you drunk more often.
yeah. But, and then, no, I literally had to look up the Post Malone album and scroll through the list to find the song. Oh, it's my favorite song. How do I forget this shit?
because you are drunk.
Yeah.
You have alcohol in your body.
Yes. What was the drink that we mixed with the Coke?
Crown Vanilla.
That shit was good.
Yeah, I figured you'd like Crown.
I want more of that shit. Like, I want a bottle just to have at the house.
Yeah.
He's had some vanilla,
Like
and
whiskey.
now he wants more.
You should unironically try apple. Crown Apple's pretty good too. You mix it with cola.
Can do that. Let's see. What else is insane about that
This
night?
boy's about to have a wine cellar of just like Crown whatever flavors, like over there in the basement.
He got gifted the wonders of the Crown Royal bag. It was his first bag ever.
Hey,
Oh, and apparently when I'm drunk and I pee outside, I don't care.
hey.
Like, I had my pants down past my ass.
Oh yeah, we remember that. I was walking back from the backyard. I had just pissed, and I'm walking back to the backyard, and I look over and I see Lauk, and he's just like, my dude's fucking free. He's got his pants down around his ankles. And I turn around, and his ass is just hanging out. I was like, shit, dude, for free? And then we went back in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this dude was pissing like a fucking
Be fair, you
3-year-old
probably
in the
didn't
fucking
realize-
like fairgrounds of Chautauqua.
You probably didn't realize where your pants went.
It
Probably
was
not.
funny as hell.
Ah, shit.
I remember turning around just like, damn, the whole bakery's right fucking there.
Bakery's right there.
So much fucking cake.
Yeah.
I think I cake checked Bruce at least 2 times that night too. Walked up right behind him, just fucking full ass grab smacked his ass. That's a joke that's in between our like me, Lauk, and Brucey. Just a cake check and then just.
Shit.
I never showed you the video of him Naruto running out of the van towards the seagulls, did I?
I think you did show me at one point.
I told you about it, but I never.
Oh, let's see. Oh, and here's the thing for those of you who want to drink and get drunk for the first time.
It's fun as hell.
Well, that and honestly, make sure you're at like either your own house or like a parent's house or like your friend's house, because with Suitcase,
Well, obviously.
Suitcase was so far gone, he saw 2 of me.
I saw 2 of you at one point.
And
That's a lot of
before
Mayesboy.
you
Yep.
That's awesome.
Wait for it. Wait for it. The finger guns at the very end. Just
Well, no, but if you are seriously thinking about drinking, be in a safe spot.
yeah, especially
Like-
if it's your first time. Like, be with people that you know will take care of you. Like, yeah, I was drunk out of my fucking mind, but at the end of the night, I made sure that the boys were okay because that's my job.
Exactly. Like he made sure I was comfortable. He made sure the other guys had water if I had water.
Yep.
If we needed anything, it's like
I think we asked Bruce if we need water like 5 times.
Yeah, and he was all right, but make sure you are at a spot where you know you're going to be safe, because. And the reason why I'm saying this, I remember there's been multiple people, like when I was back in middle school,
Yeah.
who said like there was one chick I remember, she said she woke up naked next to a guy at a party.
Jeez.
It's like, you know how fucked up that is? Because more than likely they may have done something.
You know, it would have been really fucked up if you woke up naked next to me. I would have been
It's like, why does my ass hurt?
Hey there, baby.
But seriously, though, make sure you're in a safe environment. And that way, if you are hammered and drunk and hungover, you can hang out at your friend's house or at your house.
Exactly. I don't go out drinking too much anymore unless I know I'm going to have a safe, like, DD.
Exactly. Like, I'd rather get drunk at my house here,
Yeah,
knowing
exactly.
where I am, than, at a fucking bar that the first time I've been here, and then I'm in the back streets of Jamestown not knowing where the hell I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not see if we could find you in the back streets of Jamestown.
Yeah.
Let's not.
With his pants around his ankles, pissing in an alleyway somewhere. Like some sort of cryptid.
Ugh, that'd be fucking creepy if I can finally fucking sober up. Like, where the fuck am I?
Turn the corner.
And I'm
you're
in
just
like the
pissing
worst
there.
part of Jamestown that like I could get robbed at any moment.
Did I ever tell you the story about me drinking at the wine cellar and like the big dude?
Oh yeah,
I told you about that story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you told me that story,
Yeah.
but you tell Menaki.
Yeah, I was here. I remember.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
did.
you heard that story?
Yep.
It's one of my favorite drinking stories.
Now see that one. I don't know. I think you were pretty lucky that night because I
Because they
think
could
most people would
Probably could have bear hugged you and snapped your spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I think it was more of just the whole fact
Shank
that he
you
was
and-
disarmed because it was just like so friendly and just like, hey man, may I have one? And it was just like, yeah, sure, little man, here you go.
Sure.
Yeah.
I also think they ended up buying friends buying friends.
Buying friends for drinks.
Buying drinks for Lauk during the night too, because we were there for his birthday. That was like the purpose of it. So I think he ended up getting like 5 or 6 drinks for
Nice.
free just from people.
So, Pokemon ZA.
What about it?
What do you think it's going to be like?
Well,
Like we don't know much about it because we just saw a little trailer. But in all honesty, what do you think? Like mechanics wise and story wise, what do you think it's going
Well,
to be?
I think you're gonna catch things in balls.
Oh shit!
with different typings, some can throw fire out, some shoot electricity.
And some of
Oh,
them,
I thought you were going to use the cards like put them
some of
defense
them
mode.
make
No.
a
And then you're gonna
rot.
rip like a Beyblade
Yep, sorry, buddy.
Let it rip.
right in her
Nope.
ass.
There's
If you're
been,
Beyblading into somebody's ass, you need to like check your kinks
Yup.
out.
The fucking ass are spread.
Just
like
like
the,
pose. Let it rip.
yeah, and then like the Beyblade's like spinning.
And
in
then
the
as
asshole.
it's spinning, you like fart and it just like flies. Fart. Go, Blue Dragoon.
Fucked up way to get into that conversation.
Yeah.
The power of flatulence combined with my Azure Dragon. I shit myself.
that's an automatic win right there because your opponent gives up.
Yeah, exactly. But in all honesty, what do you think it's going to be like?
I've seen the rumors that a lot of it's going to be split into different sections for different types. Like one section is going to be just for fire types. I wouldn't hate it, but then what if you walk into that area and you are not ready? If they make it almost linear.
Right.
To where, like, you just went through a whole bunch with, like, grass and bug or whatever. Not to that extent of you're going to get pancake, but if you're not ready to take on fire types, but that's your next area.
Yeah.
And you have no way to grab, like, a ground type or a rock type or a water type.
Well, I think what they will have is kind of like what they did in Arceus. Like, you have the boss and you can go to it, but you can kind of do other stuff and then go back to it.
Yeah.
That's
for it.
probably, that's, I mean, it's, at least
If
that's
they
how they
keep
should
the
have
Ar-
it.
If they keep the Arceus formula, because you can easily do that in Lumio City. Lumio
Oh, yeah.
City's gigantic. There's places you have never seen in X and Y.
Yeah.
They could do it easily.
And I want them to keep the physical throwing mechanic to aim and throw.
Yeah, that was nice.
And on top of that, I want them, honestly, to bring back the Let's Go mechanic from Scarlet and Violet. Because you can do just the small battles, you just get a little bit of HP, or you can do the turn-based battles to get all the HP. I like that option if they do it.
Yeah.
And maybe mix that together with the shiny hunting from Arceus and still have the little bring sound.
Yeah, bring that back. Because if
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a shiny Phanpy, I don't know what this thing looks like. I don't want to rely on my Pokemon to do that.
Yeah. And it makes it a hell of a lot easier because there's a lot of those shinies that... yeah, exactly. There's a lot of those fucking shinies you can't tell if they're fucking shiny or not.
And it's
Yeah,
worse with
really.
these models because you can look at Pichu and be like, I don't know if you're shiny. Pikachu is fine.
Yeah.
But like they're like a shade darker, like Elekid and Phanpy and Happiny. It's like, or like there's some that are like Clefairy. Like you got to pay attention to the tips of the ears, not this whole thing. 'Cause the tips of the ears are just green.
I hope there's a lot of inspiration from Arceus in this game. Because if they completely change it...
If they learned anything from Arceus, I found this out. No other Pokemon game, not Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Sword, Shield, Scarlet, Violet, none of them have been nominated for Game of the Year, except Arceus. You did Arceus perfect.
All right.
You're making another Legends game. You don't got to update it with Scarlet and Violet stuff. Update what needed or could be updated with Arceus. Do it that way. Like, don't monkey with Scarlet Violet mechanics. Don't monkey Sword and Shield mechanics. Leave it Mega Evolution and just update what you think you could have been updated and fixed in Arceus. Listen to the gripes.
And they had better keep the fucking items that you can just give the Pokemon to trade evolution.
Please.
Because I
Please.
thought that was one of the best things from that game.
Here's my thing, though. Don't make me have to hunt for the bags for the points and then give me like 80 points when I need 1100 for a link cable.
Yeah.
Like, make it easier, quote unquote, but also make it worth me getting it to get a Gengar.
I agree with
in
that.
this case, a Conkeldurr or a Gigalith.
No, I agree with
Just
that.
do, like, don't make it so easy. It's like, oh, boom, Gigalith. Like, don't throw a wild Gigalith at me or a wild Conkeldurr at me unless it's a boss. Because Sword and Shield, okay, you don't need to really complete the Pokedex with trading because there's a wild Gengar just chilling. What?
Oh,
Bulldog.
Yeah, puppers.
He's a Bulldog. He's a Bulldog. He's spinning.
Showing a video of him spinning continuously.
The stubby
And
tail.
going
He's
and going
Run
and
down
going
the stairs, dude.
and going and going.
He's
That's
spinning.
awesome. I love dogs, dude.
Dogs are great.
We got a 9.9. We got a 9.9.
Yikes.
Perfect 10. We got a 9.9.
No. But apparently, according to the rumors, there was rumor that said that you know how in Scarlet and Violet you can have one Pokemon follow you around?
Yep.
Apparently, they had it to where the whole team of 6 was following you.
Damn.
I'd rather not. Unless they fixed the frame rate and all that from Scarlet, Violet, and Arceus.
Yeah.
Arceus ran fine, but then some of the stuff didn't. Because you see stuff being a little bit choppy. In the Scarlet and Violet, I will not do outbreaks in Scarlet Violet in the water.
Yeah.
It lags.
Well,
I'm like, I got the Magikarp when I
and
did.
here's the thing, though, too. The rumors with ZA, they say that it's announced for the Switch. And apparently the rumors say it's going to release for the original Switch. Then they'll release one for the new Switch. Why don't they just release it for the new Switch? Like, I know you're going to have to spend money to buy a whole new system, but I would rather have the game run at its fullest capacity than have it work half-assed on the old Switch, which, let's be honest, it may work half-assed. Although Arceus worked pretty well.
Arceus is great.
There was some lag here and there, but...
I didn't have lag. Which game of yours crashed when somebody never did? Was it Arceus?
No. Arceus has never crashed on me.
What game crashed?
It was Sword and Scarlet and Brilliant Diamond.
I've never had a game crash on me.
I
don't know what's up with your Switch. But
it's not the Switch though, because I went to the new Switch, to the OLED Switch, and it even crashed on there. It's the fucking games. I think it's the cartridges themselves. Like when I first started Brilliant Diamond, it crashed on me twice when I was literally going through Professor Rowan and all that.
Damn.
You got some bad cartridges, buddy.
Yeah.
Because I've never had something crash on me.
And I can't fucking believe that. And I noticed with Sword, it crashed on me when it was connected to the internet and I put it in sleep mode. And then when I would like start it back up off of sleep mode, that's when it had a chance of crashing. So I would either go off the internet or save the game and shut it off, then put my Switch in sleep mode.
That's what I do.
And then go back to it.
That's what I do. I always, unless I completely forget, I always close the game first. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
After your stories, I don't trust it.
I don't know, but no, I've never had Arceus crash on me, which was another reason why I absolutely love that game.
It's a phenomenal game. I will say this, though, for Arceus. Give us a couple more bosses than just 5, because I breezed through that game in like 2 days. Like, just straight story.
Yeah, but you played it before. Now...
No, that was first playthrough.
Oh, that was your first playthrough?
First playthrough, I got breezed through the main story stuff in like 2 days. I didn't bother with Pokedex. Pokedex, phenomenal. I'm not saying do it again, but that was fun.
No.
But
it took me a little while to get through the main story because...
Oh, main story is great. I love it.
Because I kind of wanted to explore around before I went to the boss.
That's it. Like, I got my... And I'm going to explore around. I'm going to catch these Pokemon later.
Yeah, I wasn't really like doing Pokedex stuff. I was just more like catching Pokemon, leveling them up, and just getting a beefy team.
Yeah. And then that final battle happens. And I'm like, how do...
Yep.
Great battle, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
I was prepared for it after. Now, what I'm wondering, though, what can they do with the final boss for ZA?
Oh, I got it easy.
2.
I got it easy. If they do it right.
Huh?
Kyurem's perfect form.
Kyurem?
With Reshiram and Zekrom. They're all one dragon.
For ZA?
Yeah. That's black and white.
No, it's not. It's X and Y.
Listen, hold on.
Zerny
it would still work. Could still work. I don't know how. It'd still work.
You mean Yveltal and...
Yeah. Listen, my brain went a generation before. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, that's right. No, it's not. It's been a long week. Leave my brain alone.
Yeah.
So, Zygarde you're thinking of. The perfect Zygarde.
Oh, Zygarde.
Yeah, do something with perfect Zygarde. Because he went roughshod in the anime. They didn't do anything with him in the games.
Yeah. No, but supposedly with the A, there's going to be an A legendary. That's going to go against Zygarde.
Give us AZ's Floette at that point.
Huh?
Like, give us AZ's Floette at that point. Let me catch that thing. Because that thing has...
Oh, the funny 1,000-year-old...
The Light of Ruin move, OP is all get out. Yeah. I just kind of want it, because if I evolve it, I want to see what that Florges looks like. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I definitely... how much would I bet you can't evolve it if you catch it?
I'm mad.
I can see Pokemon doing that.
To be fair, it is a stone evolution.
But
so this is like the developmental of Lumio City, so they can't do what's his face?
The tall guy?
Yeah, my brain just put 2 and 2 together.
That's 4.
What's the game called?
What's what game called?
What?
ZA.
Yeah.
Tall guy is AZ.
Yeah.
If
Holy fucking shit.
Depending, because it's like developmental of Luma, so it's not 3,000 years.
It's been 3,000.
But they could do something with him easily.
Oh yeah.
I don't know fully what they could do, or
No,
it could be,
I expect him to be in this game somehow.
if he's not, I'm gonna be a little bit upset.
Yeah.
And the supposed rumor is that you apparently can go back to the past and the future.
Listen, if I go
So-
back and experience that Pokemon War, I would be so happy.
That'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
And see him as king, because there's rumor he's king.
Mm-hmm.
And then could be the rise of Lysander.
There's so many things. There's so many things with just the tiniest amount of knowledge that they gave us.
Yeah, it
I know.
Could easily, it's like could do.
And
it's like,
you know, honestly, I'd rather them do that than like what they do with Sun and Moon. Here's all the new Pokemon.
here's everything minus like 2, because you saw Jupiter, and then you encounter Arachnid in the stinking water area, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then you call me, it's like, bro, have you seen this? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually glad they haven't shown like anything.
Don't give me the entire Pokedex, please. Like, let me find out at least the starters. Don't give me the final stage if you're going to do forms.
Yeah.
Don't give me that. But let me see the starters you're going to do.
There's so many people that are saying this is going to be the starters. This is going to be the starters. This is going to be the starters.
It's like, no, just like let them do. Now, I will
Let
say
them
this.
be.
I enjoyed what they did where it wasn't one region starters. Like, yes, it was Sinnoh, but you didn't get a Sinnoh starter.
True.
Don't give me a Kalos starter. Like, I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with Froakie, Fennekin, or Chessman. Nothing wrong with them. I don't want to see them.
So what do you think are going to be the starters?
If we get Charmander again, I'm going to be mad. It depends on if we're going to get a new form for the starters or if they're going to get a Mega that doesn't already exist.
A third Mega.
No, because here's one. If they give him a new Mega, here's who can't be.
Charizard Z.
You can't give me Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Can't do it. You can't give me Sceptile, Blaziken, or Swampert. Done. What other starters got a Mega? I don't think any.
No, that was it.
So you can literally give me anybody else but Hoenn or Kanto. But if we're going to avoid Kalos, don't give me Fennekin, Froakie, or Chessman. Wait for it.
There's poo behind that one.
Uh-oh. So with that, and you can't give me Cyndaquil again, because we just used Cyndaquil. You can't give me Rowlet, you can't give me Oshawott, because we just did them.
Yeah.
Don't give me the new one, so don't give me Sword and Shield. Don't give me Scarlet Violet. So that leaves Chikorita, Totodile, Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar, Snivy, Tepig.
So the two that I keep hearing about, it's going to be Piplup and Snivy.
Hell yeah.
I'd be for it, but then the fire one's just hanging me up.
Because apparently Piplup is going to have like a Napoleon Dynamite form to him. And Snivy's going to have like a French...
Napoleon Dynamite or Napoleon
Snivy,
Bonaparte?
fat lard, come get your dinner.
Whatever the fuck the name is.
Bonaparte?
Yeah.
Napoleon
the
Napoleon Dynamite
Bro,
for.
I just picture an Napoleon with the afro and the glasses.
I would name him Pedro.
And if
My
it's
bad.
female, I'm naming it Tina.
Tina, you fat lard, come get your dinner. Did you know?
So
did
if
you
you
know that
choose
in that
that
movie
way-
the Tupperware scene was improvised?
I have never seen the movie.
See,
You've never seen Napoleon Dynamite? Have you?
it's been a long time, but I have seen
We
it, yes.
should watch Napoleon Dynamite sometime. There's a scene in the movie where like his brother, like the character's brother, is supposed to run over like a Tupperware bowl with his van. It's supposed to like flex and not break. And he was supposed to be like, look at that, it snaps right back into shape. But he ran it over and it broke. So he just improvised. He goes, dang it. And then he just drives off. I should see if I can find it.
See, then
I probably wouldn't play it anymore.
yeah, copyright infringement from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
So that
But-
leaves Fennekin left as a fire starter, and if Fennekin gets the attention over like fan favorite Greninja, despite Ash Greninja existing, people are gonna get mad. Oh, he found it.
That reminds me of the scene from The Grinch. You know the scene I'm talking about?
I do.
It's where the Grinch had that table and the tablecloth, and he ripped the tablecloth off, but everything was supposed to fall.
And then he broke.
So he went over and just like knocked everything
My
over.
favorite part of the Grinch movie, was the scene where he takes the tiny car and he goes through the town and he crashes it in the fire extinguisher. And he's just like, ah!
Yeah.
God, it's only been an hour. I'm fucking tired.
Jeez. Act like you want to be here. But no, I don't blame you. If, like, being half
God.
asleep.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired. It's been a long week. It really has.
It really has.
Yeah.
Can I talk about my work story and then actually talk about? So
That's what it sounded like to me.
I'm on break at this point, so I don't see the full thing. But tall, skinny friend was doing the trade. I'm out in the back area with a friend with the beard and our other friend that got me into Disney Lorcana. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Disney World.
Just talking. No, this is before he got here. I take that back. But Maynard's daughter just come up from out back. So it was her, a friend with a beard, and me. We were just briefly talking about other nonsense that I'm not going to get into. And Tall and Skinny goes, hey guys. And we're like, what? And he's got, so he put loose games in pretty much CD sleeves, the paper ones. He's got one of those. We're like, okay, what do you have written on it? He's got nothing written on it. He opens it up and slides the disc out, and it's porno in the system that people trading in.
Nice.
Everyone's like, well, that's not the first time. It's funny, but that's not the first time it's happened. And so he leaves in the sleeve, sets it aside, and then they come back while I'm back from break. I'm back for like an hour before they come back. And the wife comes in. I don't know if it was like just the wife and husband, whatever. But the lady comes back in, gives him total. She takes it, and he's like, by the way, this is in the system. And he's got it to where the shiny side is up in the see-through sleeve, so you don't know what it is. She opens it and looks at it, and it takes her a second. And then she starts laughing and goes, I have no idea where that came from. And then she gets her money, leaves. And I'm sitting there thinking, she knows where that came from. She's about to go kill him. And I told that to she's like, you're right. And I go back because the other guy's on his breakdown. I was like, no, she knows where that came from. She's about to go back and murder him. And he's like, yup. And then we explained the full story.
We'll be up there in a bit.
But it's like, yeah,
my
that's
dog's like growl crying.
You're fine.
So funny story about that. That happened to me too.
Did you find who found the batteries?
I did.
That was you too.
Yeah. Okay. I have two stories. So first story, I was taking in this Wii system, and this mother brought in her kids' system and all the games and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Wii remote, there was batteries
Okay.
that specifically said on it they were made for a vibrator.
And Mama
It
decided
was like
to-
Vibrator Plus or something like that, but it's like you just turned in
like,
a Wii
ma'am?
remote with your vibrator batteries.
Hell yeah.
Ugh. And the other story I have, this young kid and his girlfriend, they were probably late teenagers, maybe early 20s.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring in his 360. Brought us 360 and a bunch of games. Like, okay, whatever. And the boyfriend had to go do something, like go to the car or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And open the system up. There's a porno disc in there.
Hell yeah.
Look at the disc. Look at the girl. You know,
ma'am.
did you guys want this back? And she kind of like scolded him a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
didn't
that
know I
got
had
there.
that. Where did that come from?"
I don't know where that came from.
So they traded the 360 and all that, but it's like, dude, come on.
We'll give you a $5 store credit for the porn.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're about to get whooped when you get home.
But who buys porn on disc?
Exactly.
Like,
Who buys it on DVD anymore?
yeah,
Exactly.
there's such a gratuitous amount of porn free on the internet. I don't have to freaking buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you plan on trading your game console into a
Make sure it's empty
Make
at
sure there's
least.
porn in it, because then we could take it home.
A game
For
is one
free.
thing. That's cool.
guys,
but,
I should bring this DVD home for research just to see if it's.
What if it's a
No.
porn game?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey,
Press A to hump.
Oh, God, I'm arriving.
I'm arriving.
The fucking UK
oh,
edition.
I got another story.
Oh boy.
This was kind of gross. But I can actually talk about this one too as well. Another trade. PS4. You'll know the people when I tell you afterwards.
Oh boy.
It's not who you think, but you might know who it is. Trading PS4. I had to go out back at that point. I had to take care of business. AK had to go to the bathroom 20 minutes. Apparently the door just closed out back before this all happened. Tall Skinny is the one taking it anyway. Pops the top off the PS4.
porn.
There is roach crap all in the system.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
There is he doesn't see the bugs, mind you. But he's like, okay, I'm gonna test it anyway. Turns it on,
I wouldn't even do that.
pops the game in. Two of them run out of the system.
Yep.
Alcohol sprays both of them, and he tells people we're gonna pass on the system. They're like, why? And he just points to the dead one drowning in isopropyl alcohol on the counter, and the guy goes, I don't know how they got there. That wasn't from us. You guys gave it to me. You gave me the roach in the system. It's like, bro, your system is full of roach crap. Like, don't imply, because they get mad because they found this stuff from the other guy. They get mad because it implies you got bugs. It's like, listen, if you live in nasty,
Yeah.
That's why you don't fucking say, you don't give them the reason. Just say, we can't take this. Why not? We just can't take it.
Yep.
You can't give me a
But
reason? No, we just can't
The
take
problem is they saw him spray it. They saw it right there. It was
it.
right in front
They
of
don't
them.
fucking care. I had my friend's ex-wife bringing up a fucking stack of DVDs. We were going through it, and there's one that crawled across the counter. She was like, oh, there was an ant in there. You fucking dumbass. It wasn't an ant.
That wasn't an ant. I don't see ants get that big.
You know, it's just like passing it off like, oh, it wasn't a roach. It's like, you're
apparently
fucking gross.
He made the stink that
Yeah.
we gave him the roach, this, that, and the other. It's like,
Well, of course.
bro.
I mean, it couldn't have been from your gross ass, fucking nasty
Yeah.
ass apartment.
sorry, bro.
Yeah, people are fucking.
Naturally, we did
disgusting.
not take the system in.
No, like once you see that, I don't even test. Just no, please,
Yep.
please, can you take
I
that
don't,
off
I
the
don't
counter?
know why he started testing. If you just see you pop it open, you see it.
No, like
Fair
I have taken systems, looked at it, shaken it. I'm not going to take this. Why not? I just can't take this. You can't even test it? No, I can't take this. Oh, this is bullshit. You guys taken my stuff before, blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's infested. If I can smell piss from this distance away,
Yeah.
you're infested.
I can smell piss.
It's
I don't
fucking
remember if I
people are
told this
disgusting.
story on the podcast.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
think I told you the story either, Suitcase.
Oh boy.
I've told you. Tall and Skinny took another system in. Smelled fine, because you have to smell the system just in case. 'Cause you smell the pee, you know. No smell to it. Because he had the manager and me both smell. We're like, nope, don't smell nothing. Okay, cool.
Spicy.
Took it in, tested it, worked fine.
I know Butters.
Nothing happened, nothing crawled out, nothing. He goes out back to blow it out, just blow dust and all this stuff. Pops open the top. 3 of them run out.
Damn.
And he runs back over that thing, and he's like, we got a problem. We're like, what? He's like, I just had 3 run out of the system. I'm like, the one we smelled you just took in? He's like, yep. We're like, oh.
Unfortunately, that has happened to me too.
Yep, it's
it's sad. It's like even if it smells fine, it still could be.
it's possible.
infested.
That's why.
And like that's why you never fucking know with that
Yep.
shit.
Because he had 2 other people we verified. Like, I don't smell nothing. He's like, good, because I don't. He's like, yeah, I don't smell nothing. Go ahead, test it. Is that one like you just see the people like maybe?
Yeah.
Let's just try. But yeah, it's like,
and that's what's fucking scary about that shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because even if it smells fine, there still could be something in it.
Yep.
I don't understand how people could be that nasty. Like, my room is, like, not clean, but, like, I don't have bugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, and people are oblivious to it. There was a guy that there was a guy that wanted to trade a laptop in.
Oh, boy.
There was like dust and roach shit all on the keyboard and the keys. It's like, I'm not touching this. I can't take this.
Yep.
He said, oh, why not? I really wanted to say why, but I said, there's some dust in it and stuff that we can't clean. Trying to cover it up. I just can't take this. I like sanitized, washed my hands. Fucking people, if you're like trading stuff into a game store, clean your fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're infested, don't even bother.
We had somebody recently bring in Xbox One games, and every single one of them was sticky. One had he even pointed out, it looked like a coffee ring on it that was still sticky.
What the hell?
For some reason, we still have the stupid thing.
Weird.
Like, I'll throw the one on the bus. For some reason, manager said okay and took it in. She kind of like held it up by the corner and gingerly opened it. For some reason, we took all of them. And then I had no choice. I put my elbow on the part that was least sticky just so I could like rest my head while I was looking at the computer because I can't do it otherwise. It's like there's air pockets on the game system that doesn't come back out from the thing. Like, you put your elbow down, you hear air come out of it.
Ooh.
It's kind of weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, these gotta go.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
gotta,
nasty.
like, I'll throw them, but like, I don't know why that got taken. I'm like, okay, and I even looked at her. I'm like, sorry. She's like, why? I'm like, these are sticky.
Gross.
Somebody's fucking the CDs.
I don't fucking miss
Oh,
that
we had
shit.
somebody this morning came in at
Needled it.
9:50. We could open at 10. Opened it, came in at 9:50. I'm coming down street looking. I'm like, oh no, 'cause he's got boxes of stuff, all like Guitar Hero stuff, couple systems, all that, just boxes of them. I was like, oh boy, yes, buddy, we hear you.
Sorry,
like-
buddy.
He's
And
like, come upstairs,
uh,
pet me.
by the time I got there, the couple was coming back out, but I noticed they left empty-handed. I'm like, don't tell me we took it that quick. No, we didn't, but apparently they had more. But apparently the guy was deaf, which the boss didn't know about. The guy keeps talking. The second the boss would start, he would start. He'd stop. They'd both stop. Wait a minute. Second he would start, the guy would start talking. So we finally talked over him. We don't open for another 10 minutes. Give us a few minutes. I walked out, unloading more stuff, waited till 10 o'clock. I understand being deaf. I get it, okay? But this guy did not stop talking. At all. Like, he hears perfectly fine. From what I could tell. Because tall and skinny waited on most of it. He did not change his voice octave. And you know how he talks.
Yeah.
Talked just fine. He heard it. But he's got like mountains of 360 games, like, I don't know, this high, maybe
Damn.
higher. And the manager's looking through him to see what needs to be cleaned, what doesn't. And she's got him on the front counter, just looking through. And he goes, she's not done, mind you. She's got her separate piles. He goes to slide one over. She stops him. He goes, do you have anything that you aren't going to take that you want me to take? She's like, no. It's one of those things like, leave the stuff alone. I know you're worried about it, your own personal stuff and all that, but we have a process to do this. Let it be. Leave this be.
Yeah,
And-
because you could be like separating, like, okay, these are hard buffs, these are light buffs,
And
and
he
move
starts
shit.
to-
It's like,
it's like,
no, fucking
yeah.
leave
Just
it.
leave stuff be. And he had a PS2 and a 360. Neither one of them read anything.
Not
Damn.
surprised.
We still took them.
Well, and that's understandable
Yeah.
because you actually have people who can fix them.
Yep. But then
Yeah, true.
he had 2 guitars and a drum set. Drum set had the wrong set of feet,
Funny.
but we had spares in the back, so he could do it. Tested those, and the guy keeps talking. Tall and skinny, he's focused on doing it. The guy's still talking. It's like, bro, go away. Like, you're fine, you can stay here, but either shut up or go away.
Those are my favorite customers. You're sitting there doing their trade, and they're like this when you're doing the trade. I'm just gonna stare at you and talk to you the whole time.
And we're just like, you can go walk around. Oh no, I'm all right. No, like leave. Like stop staring at me.
Yes, can you stop fucking staring at me? Oh, I just want to see the process. Can you like back up 5 feet, please? I can smell your breath.
It could be the one lady that just leaned, the older lady, heavyset that just leans on the counter. That you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Fuck.
Her and her daughter still. I never register it's them because I don't remember the daughter's face. But when the woman comes in, I'm just like, no. And then I turn to look at the manager. And she's like, what? I'm like, and she's like, oh no. I'm like, yep.
Did we tell you about her suitcase?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to bring her up for the roach stuff, but then it was, you got actually with some legs, and she could be the one who leans on the counter.
Like everything they had.
I think even their clothes.
Yeah, somehow was infested.
Yikes.
Well, I don't think I was working at the time, or I think maybe I left. I don't remember. But I think you were working. And she brought the 360 in, and there's a bunch of little bugs that came out, and the boss literally picked up and brought it outside and said, we can't take this.
Oh, no, I remember that story, though, because I got told it. And the manager called for the boss while she's holding it a couple times. He's like, what? Finally walked over. He sees it. And I already told him, we cannot take this. And she goes, why? And he goes, lady, you have bugs coming out of your system. Manager took that system, threw it out in the parking lot.
Damn.
It was that bad, but they're still bringing stuff in. They still want Crash Bandicoot. For some reason, we keep giving them the first one over the third one. It's just, no, they're trying to get their money back.
Yeah.
Because I watched Tall Skinny grab the third Crash game that they wanted. Yeah, like, the place is all right to work, but some of the people, I'm just like, ugh. Like,
problem is with that job, you see the worst of this town.
Yep.
You really see what this... Like, you literally see the scummiest part of this town come into the store.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I got this out of a dumpster, and it doesn't work. Can I get $1,000 for it?
I don't know if I told you this story. She might have when it stopped in. Leather Lady's son keeps coming in with stuff.
Yeah.
They'll just pull up to the front, and I see him come out. I'm like, no. Manager beat me to it at that point from the front. Brings PS4 a couple games. For her, it's a little bit of process. She can't see the keyboard, so it's a little process for her to do it.
Yeah.
And she was going to grab somebody. Normally, we will not test her stuff because it's just as bad as the one lady. Actually, I think at this point it was just games. It wasn't the system because I wouldn't have done it this quick. I just walked up. This one time I took the games from her. Looked them up quick. It was a couple games. I'm like, $10. They're like, all right, I'll take it. License there because they were there the day before. I'm like, I copied your stuff down from yesterday. $10, go. And they're gone. And she's like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't going to have them stay in here longer than they had to. Because with her, it's process. Like, she makes a little bit of small talk. Okay, fine. But then she's typing in the computer. She chicken packs. Slow chicken pack. I understand why, but it's slow chicken pack. It's like, come on. I was like, no, I got to do this. Yeah. This is one time I'm like, I will take authority right now. I will
get him out of there as quick as possible.
And normally she will not let anybody do that. She hates it. I understand. I'd hate it too. But she's like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, they needed to go.
Yeah. Did we tell you about Leather Lady?
No, I don't think I've ever heard about Leather Lady.
I was wondering if I was going to drop the name. Like, wait, it's not her actual name. I can do this.
Well, we're calling her Leather Lady because I didn't know the actual real name.
Yep.
But
I still don't, so I'm just going to keep calling her Leather Lady.
There was this woman that came into the store, and she could not read.
Okay.
Which, it's fine, whatever. You know, if
you can't read, whatever.
Yeah. But...
Shame, but
her and her family were the scummiest, dirtiest people you have ever seen. And from this distance, you can smell her.
Maybe you have told me this, but I don't remember.
Like, you can just tell you can just look at them and they were dirty.
Yeah.
The face, hair, grimy. And they bought a PS3 game. I think it was The Last of Us on PS3. And brought it back a couple days later. And the manager picks up the disc, looks at the back. I kid you not. There was brown sludge on the outside rim of the disc. She put it back in the case. We can't accept this return. She's like, well, why not? It is not returned in the condition we sold it to you in.
Nope.
So thank God she did not return it, because I don't want to know what the mystery brown sludge was.
Yeah, exactly.
I would rather not.
And I was not here when this happened, but the manager told me the story. There was another part where the woman came in with that same son, and this kid had a horrible open wound.
You told me this one.
Oh, did I? Well, I'm going to say it for the podcast just because it's just a fucking fucked up story. But there was literally an open wound on this kid. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was to the point where this kid needed stitches, and she did not understand.
Wasn't he just like openly bleeding everywhere?
I think so. And
I think I remember that part.
The manager was like freaking out. It's like, you have to take him to a hospital. That needs stitches. And this woman was still like, no, it's fine. No, it's not. It is bleeding. You need to take this kid to a hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think she did that after she left, but it's like, I'm sorry, if you are that far gone to where you can't even tell if your kid needs to go to a fucking hospital, I don't think you should be a parent.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
sorry.
Yep.
But, and now, unfortunately, her son, is he as bad or not as bad?
We've had some incidents with their stuff, but he and his woman are just as scummy. Probably not to her level, but they are just as scummy. I don't think he's changed.
And it's sad that
You can just tell someone like they look dirty.
Yeah.
and it just carries on to generation. It's like,
God help that
gross.
kid. If they have kids,
Seriously.
God help
Yeah,
that
really.
kid.
And I feel like I kind of feel bad because Leather Lady passed away a while back. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, if you're going to have a kid, you need to educate yourself.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, I may have never had a kid. I'm not a dad. I'm not a father. But if I'm going to have a kid, I'm going to educate myself.
Yep.
You know, so I could be the best father I possibly
definitely.
could be.
He'd be like, all right, how do? Boom.
Yeah. Not be like, oh, there's an open wound on his arm. Whatever. It's fine. You know?
Or I don't have the baby gate up. He'll be fine. He won't go down the basement stairs. This will be the one time the baby goes down the basement stairs.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta. If something doesn't click for you when you have a baby, whether you're the mother or the father, when you hold that baby,
Yeah,
something's wrong
really.
with you. Like,
Exactly.
if it doesn't immediately click of this is it, this is mine, kind of thing, something's wrong with you.
Yep.
Machine Gun Kelly said it the same way because apparently Logan Paul is expecting to be a father soon.
Oh, great.
Really?
Yep. And he had Machine Gun Kelly on his podcast. I don't know how I got this clip from my TikTok because I don't watch Logan Paul stuff unless he's WWE stuff because he's
Right.
very impressive in WWE. But
I'll give him that.
He had Machine Gun Kelly on his podcast, who was also a father. I guess Logan Paul is expecting a daughter, and Machine Gun Kelly has a daughter. Logan Paul asked him, "Got any tips? Like, how do I prepare?" He goes, "You need to know this right now. You are going to be her first crush. You are going to be the first love of her life. Take that and run with it. And if that doesn't click for you when you first hold your kid, you are not meant to be a father.
Right.
Do something else by that kid."
Shit.
Machine Gun Kelly got Logan Paul emotional doing that. The whole
Damn.
speech.
That's true though.
Yeah.
You need to be
Like
you
that-
need to be a role model for your kids.
Boy or girl, doesn't matter.
Yeah. You know, as the boy, you look up to your dad as you know, the hero, and like you said, if it's the daughter, that's your first
That's
love.
your first love, first crush, first
Yeah.
everything. That is your quote unquote soulmate for a little while. As that's like, hey, boom. You want to be daddy's girl? Go for it.
Yeah.
But if daddy doesn't care, daddy's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of parents not knowing how to take care of their kids, I don't remember the whole story, but I think it was a creepypasta. And I'll try to summarize it and try to remember it the best way I can. But basically, there was this father who did the same thing every day. Get up, get ready for work, take his kid to daycare, go to work, get out of work, pick his kid up from daycare, go home, eat dinner, rest. You know, the whole cycle goes again.
Yeah.
So, and he does the cycle day in, day out, every single week after week after week. And there was something that happened, like with construction or something, and he was going to go do the normal routine, get up, get ready for work, take his kid to daycare. But as he was going to the daycare, there was something happened, like construction or something, and he couldn't get to the daycare, and he was running late. And so that constant thing that I did broke. So he was out of the norm. And he drove to work, and it was a very warm day that day. Mm-hmm. It was like 80, 90 degrees. Keep in mind, he didn't drop his kid off at the daycare.
Yeah.
So he gets back out of work, gets in his car. Man, something smells weird. Something smells funny.
Yeah.
And he's driving. It's like, oh, I got to pick my kid up from the daycare. Goes to the daycare, and they're like, you never dropped your kid off today. And it's like, yes, I did. I drop him off every day. No, you didn't drop him off today. And he gets home, and he's like, oh, that's weird. And he realizes where that smell is coming from.
Yep.
His fucking kid is still in the back seat, roasted in that car with no windows down.
Yep.
Do you know how fucking terrifying that would be?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's one of the things. Don't get caught up in the monotony of life. Live it
Exactly.
for your kid.
Yeah.
If your kid wants to go play catch and you're in the middle of something, drop it.
Yeah.
And
Go
then
play
make sure
catch with your kid. Yeah, that too.
Man, this podcast started out funny, and
Or
now it's
if-
getting pretty fucked up here at the end.
Well, and are you surprised?
Or if your kid wants you to pick up a plastic phone, you pick up that plastic phone.
I don't feel anything anymore. I'm sleepy.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
Fucking categories, dude. I love this shit. He actually did a remix video of that years ago.
I'm a snake.
It's actually a pretty decent remix. But so, let's see. So that TCG Pocket Go.
Uh-huh.
You gonna download it when it releases?
Wait, what?
I don't know, mostly because I don't care about the card game.
They're releasing another card game app for the TCG for Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be, you can open 2 free packs a day.
Yeah.
You can buy packs, I guess. But not only do you get cards, but you can actually look in the artwork of the card.
Yeah.
And like expand it and see what else is in the background and shit.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Kind of dope.
But
also
what I have heard is you can do like 5-minute battles. They're just really quick battles. Like if you're just at a train station or something, you're just waiting for the train, you can do a quick battle really quick.
Huh.
And you can collect cards digitally.
Interesting.
So I'm probably going to do that because...
Card itch.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but it's like one of those things, I don't have time to sit there and play a full card game of the Pokemon TCG. If I can do like a 5-minute battle, I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will definitely try this app because not only did Suitcase over here get me back into opening Pokemon packs, I can have digital packs as well. And supposedly you can do Wonder Trade with this app.
That's kind of cool.
Like,
I might actually do
just
that.
like in the actual Pokemon games, throw a random card out and you get a random card back.
That's
a good fucking idea.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm pretty pumped. Apparently, it's coming out in October, and I'm actually pretty pumped, and I'm definitely gonna pick it up just to try.
You
it
know
out.
what else is in October?
Retro Game
GameCon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Little over a month.
Season 5 of Limbus. Yippee!
Yeah, and Lord only knows what season we'll be on for the podcast.
Season 3. Whoop-dee-dee.
Maybe. Yo,
I have to pee.
we have to plan this to where season 3 starts with us going to GameCon, and then we have the opening podcast at GameCon.
What fucking
Screw the
episode are
Pokemon
we on?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, we're almost done with season 2,
Well,
so that's probably
that might be like
because I mean, I figured a season, like one season, is gonna be like 10, 11 episodes,
well, we might be on mid-season finale at that point.
maybe.
Anyway.
Yep, I'm pretty pumped. So have we really talked much about Retro GameCon besides us going?
Not really.
No, can I talk about my dream first? Because we're gonna go on a tangent for retro game, but I'll talk about my dream first.
You're right. Go ahead.
So the dream is, and you literally laid down and did that and sat right back up in it.
You know, sometimes you just gotta enjoy your own art.
Not if you're angry grandpa, you don't.
That woke me up a little
Angry
bit.
Grandpa has legendary farts. Those are the farts
Wait.
that like cause earthquakes.
King ass ripper.
I gotta see if I can find one of those.
Damn.
Oh gosh. Well, try to explain your
I
story as
cannot.
you're searching.
I cannot multitask like that. I will trail off. But
I'm tired.
so we went to retro in my dream,
Okay.
but it was just me and Mace.
Bitch.
Somehow it got to the point and the thought process of you and I went, and then you took Tall and Skinny in the other car, but we didn't arrive at the same time. So for some reason, it's just you and me. And we got to the meet and greet with Roger, but it's in like a cozy panel room, like how you do like a panel, like you know what I'm talking about.
Shit.
But it was like more cozy than anything else. Almost like a. The best thing I can say is like think like a funeral home room, like that kind of quiet and just cozy. I don't know why. But then you and I went, I think, to go grab something because for some reason it's in the same room as our hotel.
Okay.
So we went upstairs to grab stuff for him to sign. And then Tall and Skinny calls me because I've been calling him all day.
Yeah.
I don't know why I never called you, but apparently I just called him all day. But he goes, and he's been sleeping the whole day. It's what he does anyway. But he's just been sleeping. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, bro, apparently Retro GameCon started yesterday. Get over here. Because apparently it's logical to drive this from wherever to Syracuse.
Yeah.
In like, which it is. But it's like, bro, for some reason, we split 2 cars instead of the carpool, and you and I are the only 2 there. At least from our group. It was weird. And then I woke up.
Shit.
The last thing I remember, I told him, get over here, and then I was awake.
Incredible.
But I knew for a fact it was Tall and Skinny. I don't know why I never called you.
I don't know.
But it's like, I remember seeing Roger Clark's face. I remember you, and then we ran up to the hotel, came back down. As we're coming back down and going down the hallway, he calls me back. I'm like, dude, Retro Game got started yesterday. Get over here. Because for some reason, we didn't show up at the same time. It's kind of weird, but also it made me hype.
Dreams
like,
are weird like that, man.
it also made me hype because, like, bro, Retro Game Con's in like a month.
So lately I haven't remembered full dreams. I remember
That
bits
is
and
the
pieces.
first dream I've remembered in probably 25 years.
Jeez.
Like, straight up, like, outright remember the full thing in like 25 years. Anyways, not to cut you off, but I totally just did.
No, but the one bit that I remember, we were in. It was a video game. It was.
Was it at least a good one?
I don't even remember, dude. It was you, me, and the older Tall and Skinny we used to hang out with. Those are the only people in the car, I think. And like the road was really icy in the game. It's like a PS1 game.
Oh,
or
God, it's
something.
the snow level.
Yeah, Well, the road was really icy, and the three of us are in the car, and I have to drive, and like I drive so fast, I go off the road into a pit of darkness, and we die.
Nice going.
And then we respawn back in the same spot. And then I try to drive again, and I'm still going way too fucking fast and flooring it, and I go off the fucking side, off the bridge.
Get your foot off the gas.
So it's like, what the fuck is this shit? That happened 2 or 3 times. I just couldn't control the car.
Get your foot off the gas.
Huh?
Ice physics.
Yeah. Fucking weird, dude.
You get your stinking foot off the gas. It'll be fine. You're going over ice.
Yeah.
Dadgummit.
But going back to Retro Game Con.
Bro, I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Excuse me. So, this is it's now a 3-day event. It used to be a 2-day event.
It used to be just a full weekend. Now we got
3 days.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday of just convention.
Vendors. I hope they do cosplay. For
they'll do cosplay. I don't know if they're going to do the costume contest like we did last time.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
And they have tattoos there.
Tattoo
apparently.
parlor. And the three of us are going to get not necessarily a retro game con tattoo, but it's been talked about for, I don't know, a couple of years at this point, at least with you and me.
Yeah.
Of just, it's been a thought in the back of the head, but it's like, we ain't got the money. And we're wimps when it comes to paint sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like, I brought up the idea, do you want to get retro game con tattoos? Just tattoos while we're there? These two said yes. I got the word tattoo out of my mouth with Tall and Skinny. He's just, no. I'm like, all right. I ain't going to push you, but all right.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to tell you no. All right.
But in this event.
Yeah. We're going to come back inked up.
Yeah. Not only do they have a shitload of arcade machines, they have pretty much every single game console you can imagine.
They have new games coming out from game developers.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. They have all these different games so you can try out from all these indie game developers.
Oh.
There was one
they're it's like a hope
Meat and Fuck Kingdom, Steve.
Yeah.
Or it's one of those this is going to be coming to Xbox and or PS5 or Steam or what have you.
There was a game we tried at the last Retro Game Con. It was like this frog. It was you played as a frog. It was like a Mario kind of old school 8-bit platformer.
Yeah.
I was testing it and playing it, and I found a secret area. He was like, "You're the first person that's found that."
Nobody explores. Just go forward.
It's because when I play platformers, I actually look around and shit.
Yeah.
And there's homebrew games there. There's tournaments there. I know there's a Smash Bros. Tournament. There's a Tetris tournament there that I probably should have continued. But there's going to be a lot of fucking... And now it's a 3-day event.
Yeah,
so there's going to be even more shit there.
One side, you got your vendors, which they've had crystallized dragon eggs, crocheted chain chomps, crocheted Charizard, just old school video games, just stuff. Think where I work, maxed out with just about everything game related you could think of.
There's also
arts and crafts.
There's D&D stuff there. There's
tabletop
for
stuff.
D&D,
You could just
tabletop
you
shit.
literally drop in, drop out.
Damn.
Straight up. And the big one, there's special guests.
Yeah, they got some
this year, which was a sealed deal that we're going. Voice and motion capture for John Marston and Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption.
Fuck yes.
And then they added, this is a big one for me at least because I know who most of them are, but it was a big one for Tall and Skinny.
Baldur's Gate.
The entire companion cast from Baldur's Gate 3.
You realize that the one of the villains is there too, and she also does the voice of Lady Dimitrescu.
Yep.
Can't wait to just walk up to her and be, wow, big lady.
I think the game artist for the original Mortal Kombat is going to be there too.
Oh, that'll be cool.
And a couple YouTubers.
Kratos is going to be there too.
Yep. The original voice of Kratos.
Thank you for sneezing right into the microphone.
Now they got boogers.
Gross.
Not the new Kratos. The original voice of Kratos is going to be there too.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yep.
My back shattered.
This thing's going to get wild.
I hate those sneezes. It's just it's a jolt.
Your whole body just hurts afterwards. I sneezed and it was like, ow.
I might have pooped a little too.
Well, throwing the couch away. Why is there just a wooden chair there? Because you fucking shat in the couch, you asshole.
Sit down on it and it breaks instantly.
There's
a splinter in my butt.
It's a fun story with the game. It was usually going to be us three. And then I was talking about it at work and just talking about it. And then looked over once when I was talking about it, and I saw the look on Tall and Skinny's face, and I'm just like, "Do you want to come with?" And he's like, "I would like to." I'm like, "All right, give me," because I wanted to do it right. I wasn't going to say, "Hey, he's coming with."
Yeah.
I was like, "Let me talk to Mays, and we'll see." Called him up that night, and I'm like, "Listen." I talked to him today about it because I was talking about it because we're hyped. It's great. We haven't been there. You and I haven't been there in 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, I've never been.
It's been a while.
I wanted to go last time, but I think
great work.
I didn't get with you guys quickly enough about it.
Yeah, but and I told him like, Tall and Skinny really wants to go. First thing out of his mouth, it's about time.
Hell yeah.
I was like, hey, all right. Like I told him like I want to do it right. I didn't want to just automatically say he's coming with.
Just Rick and Morty.
That's just a
versions.
whole other ticket, whole other person deal. It's like, all right.
You son of a bitch.
And honestly, with this time we're going, we'll have a vehicle that's actually going to be big enough.
Yeah.
Because my car last time with him and I and A-Ryle
And stuff.
and the shit that we had, you would not have been able to fit. You would
we
have been,
can fit
you would have been
fat
very
guys and a tall man.
You would have been very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We can fit 2 fat guys, a small man, and a big man.
Apparently he's fine. 'Cause apparently he's gone like 12 hours in a van, cramped up more than that, and he was fine.
Yeah, I've
But,
been in worse situations.
And the kicker was I had 2 days off after I talked with him about it. So I didn't see Tall and Skinny until that Friday. And because he comes over to play Magic on his Friday nights. So I'll briefly catch him, say hi, whatever. The second he walks in the door, I'm like, "You, come here." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You got to give us a minute because they're not on sale yet. You're going to Retro Game Con." That boy's face lit up like it was Christmas and he was 5 years old.
It's Creambo.
I'm like, well, there we go. He was riding that high for the rest of the week.
Hell yeah.
He's still excited for it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He still ain't got all the stuff. None of us do. But
I'm still saving money aside, too, because I'm probably going to spend some money.
Yeah, I probably will too.
Now,
y'all wouldn't let me buy stuff last time, but I also understand why, because it was like 2 months after my grandma died.
Yeah.
I fucking asked you if you wanted stuff, you son of a bitch.
Part of me just said no because I didn't want to.
Said the bitch.
But then also, like, somebody was like, "No, don't worry, but don't buy it." I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like, you wouldn't let me buy anything. I know I said no for a lot of it, but it's one of those things. You wouldn't let me buy anything. But I also understand why.
Fair enough.
I don't remember that. I didn't let you buy anything?
No, it was one of those things like A-Raw apparently said, like, "Don't worry about it. We'll get you." I'm like, well, now I feel bad. But I also understood why, because, like, literally that month and a half before my grandma had died. But then we already had this trip planned and she knew about it. So I was like, I told her stepdad, I'm like, "Listen, this is paid for. I've got to go. I'm not just going to outright say no."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Like, if worse comes to worse, it would have gone to you anyway. But I'm like, I cannot pass this up.
No, fair
Right.
enough.
now, since we're going to Retro Game Con, is there anything special you're going to look for that you would like to purchase? I mean, obviously, besides the tattoo.
Like, vendor-wise?
Yeah, like vendor-wise, game-wise, anything really.
That's hard. I can't really think of anything.
Because knowing,
I got
I
something
kind of
in
have an
my
idea
head.
of what could be there.
I got something in my head, but I don't know if they're going to cost an arm and a leg.
What?
I've been, like, getting back into getting, like, the strategy guides again.
Oh,
For,
yeah.
like,
that'd
some of
be
the
kinda
games that I
neat.
have, at least. Not just, oh, there's one for Super Mario 3. I don't have Super Mario 3. Why would I get the game back for it?
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, any other ones, because I've got the one for Dark Souls, Red Dead 2. I've got Yokai Watch. I've had that one forever. Yokai Watch. I've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or Origins and 3. Stuff, because we'd get them at work, but there's a few that I'm like, I want it, but they have it on Amazon for like $150, and I'm not paying that price.
Yeah, some of those fucking guides are
Because a
expensive.
lot of, like, all of mine got stolen. Oh, I got another rant for you in a minute. You know about it. Yeah. But the main one I want to scoop is the one for Witcher 3, at least the complete edition, because that's the one I have. Just because I want it. If I'm stuck and the internet's being stupid, I'm like, you know what? Flip through. Oh, this is how you do it. Okay, cool.
Right.
Done deal. But I just hope they don't cost, like, stupid amounts of money.
Who knows?
They might though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like if they don't, if I find something cool, like if I find something decent, like a crystallized dragon egg, I may be like, I would like to purchase, please.
So,
but again, it's depends on what's there.
Yeah. Some of the things I'm going to try to look for. Atari 2600 and 7000. Because I want to make a complete 7000 collection at some point, which is only like 52 games, which is not that much. Game Boy games I don't know of. Tetris games especially.
Yeah.
Any kind of Tetris game I don't have. And I also want to get a modded Game Boy that has some kind of like backlit screen or like a USB Type-C charger for it.
Yeah.
Something that's like a modern Game Boy that's reasonably priced. Because some of the prices I'm seeing online, I'm not spending $500.
Yeah,
I would.
that's fair.
I'd beat you if you did.
Yeah. So, yeah, stuff like that I'm going to look for mostly. But I'm going to try to get, instead of blowing my money on a really expensive game I probably shouldn't have bought, I'm going to try to get as much as I can for the amount of money that I have.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm going to try to get a bunch of cheap shit.
Yeah, a lot of it depends because I know it changes every year.
Yeah.
Vendors change.
I mean, there was
Stuff
even some
changes.
vendors that had like $3 or $4 or $5 games in a basket.
Damn.
They can just
Yeah.
pick through. So that's why I was like, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. Ah,
$45.
I've already spent $200.
Shit.
Oops.
The
Is
one
there
thing
anything
we're,
that you would be looking for, really?
I don't have anything specific. I think it'll just be more of like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh,
Ooh,
piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy sort of thing.
I think it's just going to be more like the...
I'm more excited
So
for like.
much shit.
I'm more excited to see cosplayers, especially like the fact that the three of us are going to be cosplaying.
yep.
I'm
Bro,
very-
we had this conversation, and Paul Skinny goes, I have like a lot of stuff I need to give for my costume. It's kind of cosplay. I'm like, bro, my costume is a balloon.
I'm just an Italian man. I need to get the little gummy pizzas. I don't see if there's on Amazon. I gotta get a better chef hat.
What I wonder is if the 501st Legion is going to be there again. You know who that is, right? So they are a group of, I think, professional.
I was gonna say, are
It
they
better be
Warhammer?
professional.
what they fucking look like.
No, it's Star Wars.
Ah,
They straight up stormtroopers, straight out of the movie. Darth Vader was there. He
Damn.
got force choked by Vader.
So can you take a picture of you force choking me? And he was doing that.
Vader's just, it's like, oh
Incredible.
boy. I got a picture with a stormtrooper. But they also had BB-8 there, and I think R2D2,
damn.
just rolling around, just chilling.
Yeah, they're just kind of walking around, just
But the fun
Pretty
fact
sick.
with that, the first Star Wars movie that Disney made, they ran out of people to play stormtroopers, so they used the 501st
I was
Legion.
gonna say, didn't they bring some of
They
them?
used the 501st Legion.
that's sick.
They had like their whole like little booth thing, and everything. Vader's walking around with like 2 stormtroopers, BB-8's rolling around, R2's
Incredible.
running around. I'm like, that's dope.
That is
First year we went, their special guest was the voice of Snake
Oh,
yeah, I remember that.
damn. Huh, Colonel.
and the voice of Zelda, but I don't remember from what. I think it was Breath of the Wild.
The CDI game.
I think I don't remember,
You
She was there,
killed me.
but I don't remember.
Good.
Good.
But yeah, then they have an after party, which we're not going to,
We didn't get
just
tickets.
because I don't care. It was all right, but we kind of stayed in the back corner. The one
that's
thing
fair.
I'm gonna miss is the Super Thrash Bros are going to be there. They were great.
They are a great band. I love that.
They pretty much do just covers of video game songs.
Yeah.
Be it the music.
It's a
or-
metal band of just
Yeah.
video game music.
It was great. One of them.
Sounds awesome.
It's just a small group of them, but when one's there, they'll substitute with another one. Guy comes up on stage, quote unquote, and he goes, "So I just had to relearn this song in about 3 minutes. So bear with me if I sound like trash." They proceeded to play "Escape from the City,"
Oh, that's awesome.
and everybody's just like, "Yes!"
oh, yeah.
That whole crowd started singing along. It was phenomenal.
Incredible.
And we saw a man on a pogo stick in a mosh pit.
Hell yeah.
And dude, was it Thrash Bros or Lame Genie? It was Thrash Bros that cosplayed, right?
Yes, I think.
They cosplay. One of them I think one of them cosplayed as Mega Man. One cosplayed as
The Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask character.
The
from
thing
game.
glowed.
Yeah, his mask actually fucking the eyes
Skull
glowed
Kid,
and
yeah.
shit.
And two of them, one was Crazy Hand, one was Master Hand. It's straight up there in white suit and all that. Nothing wrong.
Incredible.
Hands in the glove.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Great.
But it was just one of those things. Like it was like a party.
You gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm good now.
It was like a party and shit. We were just like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out at the back.
The good part was the drink and draw. So what it is, you get all these artists, right? And you buy them whatever drink of their choice. They will draw whatever you want.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
He gave me an idea. I got Kirby trying to eat Stitch, and Stitch doesn't want to go. I found that drawing, by the way. I have it.
Oh, you
still.
have that?
I
You
still
to
have
show-
that.
There was so
Post
what I
on
did.
the-
I wasn't
could.
sure if I had it or if it was in my storage unit. I found that.
There was this one woman I went up to, asked her what kind of drink she wanted. So she was like something fruity. So I went to go get this drink for her.
Fruity. Ah, delicious. Ah, they're fruity. Skittles.
But and she drew me a picture of Kirby climbing up a tree trying to grab an apple.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, that
Great.
shit was adorable. And actually, A-Rail got me a drink too that was sort of similar to that drink. So, but
Great time. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
fucking fully erect.
Like it's one of those things. I wouldn't go every year,
Butters.
depending on the guests and all that. I wouldn't go every year,
Exactly.
but just
I regret not going last year though because one of my favorite YouTubers was there and I didn't
was it?
fucking see him. Metal Jesus Rocks.
Oh, I haven't heard of him.
He okay, let me put it this way. The whole downstairs of his house is his game room.
Oh, that's incredible.
Like his
Well,
whole upstairs, his normal house is downstairs, just video games.
Oh.
And his house is like double my size.
yikes.
Damn.
In a good way,
The
but
whole
yikes.
downstairs of my house, just my game room.
But
I mean, it basically is now. But
I mean, you could.
you could
yeah.
You could. You just got to commit.
and like have
Don't
24 hours
be-
surveillance on buddy,
A pussy. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
and keep 24 hours surveillance on buddy,
Yeah.
depending on what you got up there.
Actually, that's one of the things I asked for my birthday from my parents is another security camera.
Really? Where you at?
Probably in the opposite corner of his pen.
Fair
Like
enough.
up next to the deck. I had one there.
Yeah.
Just so I could watch both corners
There you go.
because Buddy likes to go around that corner too.
Yeah.
And that I can also see cars going by because I'm just paranoid. Well, I originally.
With the nonsense you got around you and the fact you're not that far away from Jamestown in general, like the start of the bad parts of Jamestown,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
And the fact you're this close to 100-acre lot
Well, and I also
and the college.
Well, I also did that because a while back, a couple years ago, a cop came to my door, knocked on the door. You know, how can I help you? Said, hey,
You told me that story, I think.
I probably did.
And
I said, not to alarm you, but there was some people living up in the woods up here, and they're breaking into the place kitty corner from you in their storage unit, breaking in and stealing stuff. So, I'm just letting you know, whatever you have, make sure you lock up.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, fuck that. I'm getting security cameras.
Yeah.
So,
that kind of led into my rant that I haven't told you about, Suitcase.
Yeah.
I'm at work. I don't remember. I think it was Tuesday. And nobody calls me at work. And if you call me at work, I'm like, I'm not going to answer unless, like, I'm not going to say unless it's somebody important, but unless it's, like, emergency, like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like Mace, for example. Because I can get away with talking to you on the phone because I'll tell my manager who it is. She's like, oh, okay. So, phone goes off. Who calls me looks like it's a web address just scrolling across the screen. I'm like, I'm not answering this. Could be spam. I'm not answering this. So I just let it go. Went to voicemail. A couple minutes later, I get the notification I have a new voicemail. It's the sheriff's office.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Like, do I randomly have a warrant that I don't know about because I did something I don't remember doing? What?
Yeah.
But then I listened to the full thing, And then I got the full story. So I have a storage unit up in Mayville. You might know that.
Yeah.
Mine, along with 14 others, got busted into between Thursday and the 1st.
Oh, shit.
But the kicker was they were looking for electronics, and a lot of it didn't get nicked. Like, one lady next to mine, her TV got nicked, and somebody got two 25-year-old computers nicked.
Damn.
But a lot of her stuff is now in my unit because they kind of just took it through whatever. It's going somewhere. Because a lot of it matched whatever she had. Hers was full.
Yeah.
But they didn't break the locks themselves. You know what a storage unit looks like, right?
Yeah.
Somehow, on all 15, they popped the entire locking mechanism off. Steel plate and everything. Clean. Just off. So he can't lock them even if he tried. Because we talked to the owner, he's like, I have no idea. Because for some reason, he didn't have this before, but now he's got a security cam on his front gate.
Yeah.
And a keypad, which everybody's got the code now for it. So he could see who popped in when and for how long. Between that Thursday and the day I went down there, nobody was in there for longer than 10 minutes.
Damn.
And there's no way you're getting 15 storage units popped open and run through in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes. So, no, and cops are there. Cops flew. They had to get me out there to see if anything was stolen. I looked. I'm like, well, not mine. But from what I can see, that's mine. Because I wasn't there too long ago just to pop stuff in there just to get out of my room.
Yeah.
I'm like, nothing of mine looks stolen. Because if they were looking for electronics, mine were gone the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But police flew a drone around.
Oh, shit.
Unless they went through, like, woody, viney, just back road, back trail into the place.
Mm-hmm.
Not a clue how they got in.
Damn.
So it just happened. I was like, well, nothing got stolen. I'm like, all right. Like, ew. I thought that was
bumping.
I thought that was Chair Creek, and then I saw his face.
I thought it was chair creaking, but
That was
then
my ass.
I
Then-
saw
then I saw
him
his
fucking
face.
thinking about his choices in life, like his brow fucking raised. It's like, am I committing to this? Yes, I am.
Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? We're
Continues to
good.
shit himself.
Fucking people suck.
But no,
dude.
like I left. I'm like, I get the phone call. I listen to the voicemail, and then I look at my manager. I'm like, I never leave work for hardly anything unless my shift's done. Like I'm there. I look at her and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "I gotta go, like now." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "This is why." And she's like, "All right, clock out. Whatever you need, go take it back. Whatever time you miss,
At least
you can
you're
make it up."
understanding about that.
Yeah. Like whatever time you miss, you will work out how you can make it up. I'm like, cool. Called my landlord. He was in the middle of a meeting, so I feel bad about it. He was at a meeting at the hospital. I don't know what for. Probably for the program he's starting to run again.
Ruff.
And I left him a voicemail. He sent me a text like, "Hey, you okay?" I'm like, "No." He gives him a call, and I'm like, "Did you listen to my voicemail?" He's like, "Yeah." Something. I'm like, "Yeah, they need me to go to Mayville now." He's like, "Give me a little bit. I'll be up there." Half hour later, he pops up, whatever. Because it's from the hospital to the middle of Lakewood, kind of. A little bit. I don't want to say middle of Lakewood. Getting in
Yeah.
Lakewood.
Buddy, we'll be up in a minute.
He shows up. We just missed the cops. Whatever. Fine. But ran through it all, just looked, came back to work. I only missed an hour
Feel that.
from work. But the manager was like, "Okay, how do you want to do this?" I'm like, "I don't know. How do you want?" She's like, "Okay, you can take the 1.5 hour for lunch because you don't get paid for it or whatever. I wasn't getting paid for that part anyway.
Yeah.
And then, do you want to just stay a half hour later? Because I would leave at 6:30.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to just stay till 7? I'm like, done. Yeah. But yeah, that was my fun for the week.
Incredible.
Fucking people.
I'm like, literally add this to the rest of the crap that can happen to me since 2020. Yeah, like, I'm not ready. I'm like, am I going to answer this? Get the voicemail. I'm like, oh, I got to go.
Yeah.
Yes, that was something. And then I realized nothing got stolen. I'm like, all right. I'm okay. I
feel
heard-
that.
I
feel
heard
that
some-
having
I
to
heard
stand
something
up and
pop.
stretch.
Yeah, it's
So-
one of those things you
I'm just running out of
Now stuff's hitting.
Well,
so now you just got to sit.
Before we end
Full
this
body
really
stretch.
quick, so remember the episode that we did that we talked about restaurants and food that we liked. I feel like this is a disrespect to this restaurant that I went to today. Exactly. That's how I felt afterwards. That I did not mention this on this episode. And it's a place called Dutch Village down in Clymer, New York.
How dare you?
Dutch Village. A, I've never had a bad meal there. B,
You had to
B,
lower,
but-
had to lower the mic for.
B, they always have a nice, clean atmosphere. Very family, home-like kind of atmosphere. They have homemade bread that touches your soul.
I need the bread.
Oh, the fucking bread.
Bro, apparently that whole meal
Oh,
touches.
fucking shit's so good. No, I feel bad for not mentioning this restaurant because it's a very good restaurant.
We're not sponsored, by the way.
Oh, no, we're not sponsored, but still.
But we're saying Dutch place. Like
that Dutch place.
that Dutch place. Hook us
Dutch
up.
Village, yeah.
Maximum mouthage sign in your fucking restaurant
Yes.
for as low as $1 and maybe a free bread.
Yes. Dude, I bought their loaf of bread one time and I make grilled cheese immediately. I was like, oh, shit's so fucking
So
good.
here's my question with you in that restaurant. Did you meet any Pinkertons?
I did not.
What about Como Driscoll?
No.
Arthur? John?
And no.
Tahiti?
Miss Grimshaw?
No, sadly.
Not even Javier?
Nope.
Well.
Well, yes.
I'm gonna say, you
Go.
better get my reference one of these times.
Yeah. But no, go to Dutch Village if you want a meal that will touch your soul. Like, you'll go in
To
there.
the point you will go to Tahiti.
Yeah. No, you'll go in there pissed off and ornery, and you'll come out with like just a very warm, happy
To
feeling.
the point where you'll feel to the point where you'll tell the court where it touched you.
And you're still ornery.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because that's just your nature at this point.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But
just hit the 2-hour mark. Ding 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 ding.
yay. But
You know we
yeah,
get the longer podcast. We just talk about nothing.
You're right.
Yeah.
But then everything.
But no, Suitcase over here is out of it. We just hit the 2-hour mark.
I am high on no sleep,
He-
baby. Let's fucking
He's
go.
standing here rocking from one foot to the other, keep himself awake.
Yeah.
Because he'll
No,
probably fall asleep.
We'll wrap it
standing
up here. So I think near the end of this season, we will probably do the wrestling podcast because I think that would be a good season ender.
Do you want to just record it in one go and split it up?
At that point,
I was figuring that.
Rather than just keep bringing folks back? Because I can't get.
We could split and do many intros during it. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
if we do like a long thing, we
Yeah.
can just like cut for a minute.
Because
and
the
then keep
kicker
going.
is, I would
Yeah.
want the friend with the beard to be the whole thing. But if we keep bringing him back, I can't guarantee he'll be here for if
Well,
we do
what I was
multiple.
going to say, if we do multiple episodes, we could maybe have one episode with his friends here and then have another episode with our bearded friend. We could do it like that.
Yeah, you could just do like
Yeah, that's
two.
true.
Yeah. They're going to be doozies either way.
Oh, yeah. Like, I already expect these
Like, we're
to
gonna-
be long episodes.
We're going to bring points up in both of them.
And the funny thing is I'm not gonna know jack shit. I'm just gonna be sitting here just
Yes.
learning new things.
So, folks, if you are a...
So I know I had to teach, because I'm proud of him for it. I had to teach tall and skinny what a baby face and a heel were. And it was kind of great. And
so
then
proud of
I don't remember what the context was, but it ended up being me and the guy with the beard. That literally is what I'm going to call him. Until he comes up with his own name, I'm calling him the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
Somehow I got to the point where I'm looking on WWE.com just to look at the roster. I don't remember what for or for anything, but then I found out that half of the SmackDown roster is Samoan. Because it's
That's
like the
kinda cool.
entirety of the bloodline.
Yeah. True.
Split and non, and then Bronson Reed could pass as Samoan. But then the rest is like pasty white guys like Cody.
Yeah.
It's like half of it's Samoan.
But...
Let me not get on a wrestling tangent because I will
yeah,
go on
we're
there for
gonna
like
be
3
yeah,
hours.
we're gonna leave that, folks. I was gonna say if you are wrestling fans near the end of this season, we
Tune
are going
in.
to have a huge fucking podcast for wrestling.
2 episodes, 2 parts. If you didn't get that already.
Hell, knowing how long we're going to do it, may even be 3 episodes. I don't fucking know.
We'll go for 4.
No, listen, it might be 4 each. You might have to split them both up into 2.
It could be 5.
Listen, with how me and the guy with the beard go, it'll be all day.
I can't wait for Maximum Mouth in season 21 when we're on our 22nd wrestling episode. And we're only a 10th of the way through. And we're still not
We've
done
only
yet.
hit the 1980s.
Yeah. Maximum Mouth in season 47. Wrestling episode 112.
We just hit the Attitude Era.
And we're fucking like 9 years old. You remember what we were talking about, boy?
Season 84, episode 213. We just hit Ruthless Aggression.
Maximum Mouth in season 208. Wrestling episode 1538.
PG.
My ass is on the couch. Stuck.
PG Era, the entire wrestling tournament, been dead in the grave for 40 years.
What are we talking about? The next season, it's just Menakai's body half rotted in the fucking chair. That's a good point, old fella. That's gonna be fucking episode 8043, fucking season 2000. Suitcase just got a new cybernetic asshole. Listen.
Did you go see WrestleMania 250?
What was that, my big
All right. Let's sign out now. We're getting crazy.